Hello, and thank you for purchasing the original out of order. I created this effect in April 1995, and there's been countless knockoffs ever since. I think I have about 15 in my collection, which is very bad news. But yes, thank you for purchasing the original and supporting the original, and for supporting myself. I used to include this instruction manual, which I printed myself with the trick. But I thought I'd keep up with the times now and create an online video. So what do you receive? You received the 4 cards and a piece of guide card. Now these cards may differ to your set, but essentially they are in numerical order: Ace, 2, 3, 4. Also red, black, and also at the back is blue, red, like so. So if you look at the cards, they all seem fine and ungimmicked. They're just riveted together. But the secret is there's a slight slit in the edge. The camera probably won't pick this up. What we need to do is take your guide card, hold the cards face down. It works face up as well, but I just choose to do it face down. And what I do, I insert this card between the second and the first card at the back, so the rear. So I just go in at the back like this. Now what you need to do is you need to pull back to open up the gap. So the camera picks up on that. Let's see if it will focus. See that gap? And you need to push the guide card in between that gap. So kind of like wedged in. So basically it's going from one to the other like that in diagonal, wedged in diagonally, the piece of card through that gap. So now I know it's in between there. What I need to do is push and pull. Just remember, push the top card and pull the second card, take it out. What that means is now the card is now riding below the 2. If you do a double check here at the bottom, it's above, it's below, it's above, below. Maybe it's easier on the back. The blue is above, now it's below. Blue is above, now it's below. So that's a good way to check. Because what's actually happening now is it's like this. Right? So this is how you set up the cards, and you just, if you're not sure when you take the cards out, if they're set, just do a quick boom boom and just look here, and you know, if you can see it below it, you know it's set and you're ready to go. You may need to carry the cards in a clip, for example, a paper clip like this, because you want the cards, these 2 middle cards especially, separated. Doesn't matter if this is like this, but the 2 middle cards need to be separated slightly, because if they close together, the overlapping slits could come out and unlock. Anyway, so this is starting position. This is how you go. So here we have 4 cards in numerical order: Ace, 2, 3, 4. You can also see that they are in alternating colour: red, black. Also the back, blue, red, alternating order. I like to open up the cards like this, so they can see there's no double indexes, should I say, and the cards appear to be as they are. So look, I can move the cards around, and I move the 4 around, and the Ace 360. So I can move the cards around, but I can't change the order because there's this rivet here. And what I've actually done is I've taken the left pair and the right pair and rotate them 180 degrees. Because what you're actually doing is you're turning the 3 around, but this is exposed, so you're using the 4 as a cover card because you don't want to see that. So you take it, you split the pair in the middle and say, but I can't do anything because the cards are riveted. I can't change the order because the cards are riveted, and I end up in the opposite direction 180 degrees, and I point to the rivet both sides. So what I just scrap the cards, I give it to the participant and say, what I want you to do is wave your hand over the cards, click your fingers, and then when they spread the cards, from their point of view, they see the cards are out of sequence like this. And while the cards are in the spectator's hand, while they're still holding the cards, I just take 2 middle cards and move them towards each other to disengage the slits and say, look, you can move the cards about, but nothing happens. And what I've actually done is just disengage the slit. So now if they examine the cards, see the 2 is above the 3. So they can examine the cards, they can move them around, they can do what they want, and they don't know what's going on. And I take the cards back. So that's the general presentation. If you want to reset the cards, what you need to do is spread up the cards, put this behind the top card, see if I can focus a bit, pull down, there's a little gap opening. If you find it struggling hard for the gap to open up, you might need to spread the cards a little bit like this for it to show up that way, or you might need to spread it a little bit this way for the gap to open up. But whichever way, spread it slightly, there's a bit of a gap, goes in between there. So I've now wedged it in between that line, in that vertical line. It's wedged in half in that way and half in that way. I push and I pull this card below it slightly to the right. That's just so now that card rides over the split lines. I can double check. Yes, you can see it's above and below, and now I can reset the cards. See, 1, 3, 2, 4. I'll do it this way as well. Red, red, blue, blue, red. And the cards are all set, like so. Sometimes I like to pinch down a bit in case they've opened up a little bit. I just give it a bit of a pinch to close the gap. And yeah, that's the effect. So you take 2 in each hand, 2 in each hand, swivel left and right. So I can move the cards around anything, but I can't do anything because there's this rivet on the back. So what I want to do is take these cards, click my fingers, now open your cards, and they open the cards, and they're out of sequence. And say, look, you can even move the cards around a bit. Just bring these towards each other. And now it's totally examinable in their hands. So that's the original Out of Order. Hope you like it. And just reset this one more time. In between there, push, pull, take out, and it's reset. These 2, 3, 4. Some ideas. Ian Rowland, he performed this on cable television, and he had an effect called Cause and Effect. And he took out 4 duplicate cards, an ace, 2, 3, and a 4. And he showed this as an ace, 2, 3, and a 4. He did the move, okay, he put it aside. He said, now whatever happens to these 4 cards happens to these 4 as well. So he took the 2 and the 3, he swapped them around. So now it's 1, 3, 2, 4, cause, effect. And when you look at the riveted cards, they match the sequence as well, ace, 3, 2, 4. So that's just another idea you can do. Hope you like it. It's short and sweet. Please look after the cards. If they open up a little bit, just press here like this and just give it a wiggle, just to flatten the cards like this. Look after them. And yeah, that's the original Out of Order, and thank you so much.